It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll get to see the Eagles' creative quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Eagles and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 59 yards. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence.
They won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
That is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running...
And that is going to be pulled one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now, you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On third down, Lawrence. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Lawrence on third down.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Lawrence will throw.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation here, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time,
man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff. And he's going to go down again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Bernard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bernard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the race.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on second down.
Lawrence finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So that would have been... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture of the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, Bernard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 45-yard line, well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hold it ready.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Bernard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Right back to him on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On third down, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll run on first down. Bernard, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 27, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now Lawrence on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Lawrence is throwing to the hands of Pickens. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they were just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Philadelphia, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.